Good morning, guys. Check out the fog in Porto. It's a bit colder up here. 13C, not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, like 60 or something like that. 58. Check this out, guys. Gonna go check out this park this morning. So Porto has some distinctive looking streets here. You can see that they're kind of old, historic looking stonework here. Let's see, this park, there should be a park here. It's surrounded by this wall here, so I'm not sure if this is a public park or maybe something else. Let's take a look here. Porto's quiet. You can see that there's not a lot of people around. Now, in the center there is, but it's just this location here. Let's see. Or most of the outside of the city here. So this is Parc de Seth Rook. So here's the name of the park. So we're in the north of Portugal. You know, we're about 7 hours from Lagos, right? 7 hours north. So we're probably going to get a different landscape here, different, you know, I think it's more trees, a little bit more temperate, whereas Lagos is more of a desert here. This is the park that is actually closest to the center of Porto. Wow. So we have some hills here in Porto. It's not a flat territory, you know, it's rolling hills, not really mountains, but just like this here. So this looks like the end of the park here. And hopefully this fog will burn off and we can see some of the rest of the city here this afternoon. I'm thinking these trees are planted, right? This is not natural vegetation for this area, but they've been maybe imported or something like this. So this is the other side of the park here. Let's go check out these buildings here. So we can tell that this is a newer section of town, right? I was in the old town last night and walked through the old town from the bus station, and now I guess this is the new section. Let's see, let's go over and take a look. So we got a stadium over here. I saw this from the park here. It's pleasant here with no wind, right? At present time, there's no wind at all. So down in South Portugal, wind is constantly blowing all the time. You know, 10, 20, 30 miles an hour. Now it's similar to Tenerife, right? If you go to southwest Tenerife, Same over there near El Badeno. But it depends on what part of Tenerife you're on, because it depends on the direction that it's facing there. There's the stadium, guys. Something going on there, I'm not sure what. Here's a stone house for sale. Here we've got interesting bridge. Then we have some construction cranes over here. Check this out, guys. This looks to be some kind of abandoned estate or something like this. Hotel. Let's see if we can zoom in here a little bit. Gothic looking building here. Let's see if we can just get a little bit closer to see what the hell this is. Let's see what else we have here. Here we go. So this looks like another building on the same site here, but this is an art museum here that I suspect probably this is a new part of the museum. You can see what it's called there. It's called Collection Peter Meeker. Here we have a church on top of a hill here with this giant concrete wall. Let's go take a look at this. It's kind of deserted around here just because it's Sunday, but we're still about a mile from the center here. Let's take a look at this church here, kind of eye-catching. A lot of stonework here in Porto. All right, let's carry on and we can go back to the center of Porto. Check this out, guys. Quite distinctive looking streetscape here, with the stonework and also the lack of vehicles and pedestrians. I think probably because maybe there's some parking rules on the weekend here. But quite interesting and attractive. Wow. One of the most interesting streetscapes I've seen in the world. In fact, so let's take a look at this building here. I was checking on the latitude here in Porto. It's 41 north, which is the same as New York City, right? But generally speaking, New York is colder than Portugal, right? Way colder. I don't know why that would be. That most European locations are further north on the map there. So here we have a metro in Porto, A, B, C, D, E, F. Haven't tried the mass transit here. I think probably tomorrow I might jump on here or the bus, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to walk because it's not very far, the distances here. So I'm going to go back to center here and we're going to check out the waterfront shortly. Check out this wall, guys. This is like the most famous place in Porto here. This like I guess, mural or something like this. Here we go. The Chapel of Souls in Porto. So what I know about this place here is just that it's a very famous blue murals on the outside of it. Let's take a closer look here. It's considered the best place to take the Instagram photos, which I'm going to do shortly. Maybe not to, maybe I'll try when there's less people around here. Perhaps I'll try to take the photos when I get my breakfast here at 6 a.m. where nobody's awake in Europe. So here we are at the kind of the main drag, the main street where we have the tourist shops and things like that. So you can see it's a lot busier over here than it is a mile or two away on the other direction here. So Portugal, my opinion, Portugal, it's all right. It lacks the panache of Spain, right? So when I went to Spain, you know, you got Barcelona, Madrid, Valencia. I was living in Spain twice, right? So in Tenerife, right? Was living in all of those places over several months of time there, and you know, the buildings, architecture, it's cleaner. Well, I mean, it's clean. You know, it's just kind of cooler. It has a cooler vibe. You know, the buildings and all of this. Check out this park, guys. Pretty cool. Nice vegetation. So we're going to go down to the river here, which is down directly at the center of town here. You can see that this area is very lively today. You got tourists and you got a lot of locals who are shopping. Here's a notable piece of architecture, another church here in Porto. We're going to go in for a closer look here. So this is something like Torre dos Collegios or something like that. I'll put the name of it on the video. Kind of hard to pronounce, but pretty cool looking. So check this out, guys. The city here, Porto, keeps going down, right? It's a slope. You can see the streets going down, 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 down. So we're gonna have quite a hike going up the hill here to get to the river and then back to my room. Maybe I'll take the bus. We'll check it out here. So let's go check out the water here. We also have a cable car up here. Some boats and stuff like this. Bustling, yeah, interesting. Touristy as well, though, of course. Check out the bridge, guys. That is pretty amazing. Maybe I'll take the cable car. You can see the cable car going up there, right there. The price is 10 euros or 7 euros one way. So I'm not sure where. Let's see where this So the cable car is just simply going up there, right? So I'm not, honestly, I'm not sure that's worth it. So here in Portugal, the prices are not cheap, right? Maybe they were a couple of years ago, but from what I've seen, it's similar to Spain. The prices may be a little bit lower. Now, what maybe in a small town and somewhere that's not that trendy, it's a lower price, you know, maybe in January, I don't know. I'll have to check the prices in January to see if it's, you know, they have a half price deal here. Got some gondolas there, like in Venice. Here we go up the stairs. Guys, it's not that crazy. We got to go from there all the way up top, and that puts us basically back where I started this morning here with this road.